One bedroom totally blends into the surrounding landscape. There's a two-bedroom guest house that is literally carved into the mountain, and each room has picturesque views framed perfectly in these dramatic windows. And a comfortable living room for guests assures total privacy. Taking a cue from the master himself, Frank Lloyd Wright, the public spaces in this home are provocative. Talk about bringing the outside in.
This is the actual mountain itself as you see it. These giant pieces right here were cut to fit these rooms in this house. Some of the pieces were put together, but it's still the rock actually cut right out of the side of the mountain.
Amazing.
It is amazing. As you can see, the room falls into the living area here, and there's two different levels.
The shapes and sizes of these rooms are very unusual. It's kind of got to be a little bit of a design challenge.
That's exactly what it was when they started, and when they built this home around the mountain, they needed to do this to follow the theme of the hill, because there were so many different levels cutting around all these rocks that they needed to design it in a way that would allow them to utilize the space on the side of the mountain. And that's why you have the living room here on one level, and as you sink down into the actual TV area of the living room, it's another level in and of itself.
You know, looking out at these windows, I don't even have a sense really that there's earth beneath us.
Well, that was his whole idea. He wanted to make it feel as if you were in a helicopter or something up here, and that's the feel you get from inside the house as well as out. So
truly,
it's absolutely amazing.
What kind of stone are these bricks that they use?
That's actually a cinder block that was cut on the edges to make it look rough like the rest of the house and to carry the same theme throughout the whole house.
Now, the house was built in 1972. The homeowner's task in furnishing these unusually shaped rooms was no simple feat.
This is all the original furniture that was done in the home originally, and it was all designed exclusively for these particular areas as you see them.
Well, this home is definitely for somebody that wants solitude and is not afraid of heights.
Yeah, if somebody wants to be king of the mountain, this is about the high as you're going to get.
And it's hard to beat these incredible views from every angle. This massive great room leads us to the dining room that also showcases the picturesque views of Camelback Mountain.
This room would accommodate up to 10 to 12 people, and it's got its own unique little wall unit that was designed for that room. As you can see, it opens up into a cabinet. And once again, it just falls into the same uniqueness of the whole theme of the house.
That's really a work of art. And what's beyond the dining room there?
That takes you into the kitchen, which incorporates a large commercial-grade refrigerator and some other appliances that would accommodate a small group or would be able to utilize in a larger setting.
So it has a traditional kitchen.
Yes,
that's the only traditional thing
that's
here.
Right.
And there's nothing traditional about this master bedroom. Now, the master bath continues the indoor-outdoor style with a rocky shower that faces an outdoor atrium that looks up to the pool area.
Claire, as you've seen today, the setting on top of this mountain and the views are what separate this house from almost any other home in this valley.
It's so extraordinary. I mean, communing with the cactus and really seeing what life is like above it all. Thank you so much for showing us around the house.
Very welcome.
Don't go away, because we'll get a private tour of one of the most expensive homes in all of Southern California. This opulent 18,000 square foot villa gives new meaning to beach living. You won't want to miss it. Welcome back to Fantasy Open House. You know, we've had the opportunity to tour some pretty amazing homes on this show, but we're about to take you inside this estate here in Malibu, California, that goes on record as the most expensive home we've ever had the opportunity to tour. Now, it was originally built for a Las Vegas hotel magnate, and it gives new meaning to resort living. At a whopping $31 million, this property truly rivals the finest of hotels. There's 18,000 square feet of luxury living with plenty of room for guests. It sits on a low bluff with 7.5 oceanfront acres and commands spectacular, uninterrupted views of the Pacific. There's 300 feet of private beach in this ultra-chic neighborhood known as Encinal Bluffs. The extraordinary grounds include formal gardens, a lighted championship tennis court, and a pavilion. There's a pool with breathtaking views, a private spa area just off the cabanas, and a putting green. This home was definitely designed with grand-scale entertaining in mind. A fully equipped outdoor kitchen is hidden behind a bar on wheels to serve up the perfect meal for dining al fresco. The pillowed limestone floors add a Tuscan touch to this outdoor space. This Mediterranean marvel was built in 1993 for Verna Hera, the widow of the late casino magnate, and designed by architect Robert Offenhauser.
I had actually been traveling in Portugal and fell quite in love with the romantic, fluid quality of design in Portugal, which differs considerably from Spain, where the lines are straighter.
The estate was purchased in December of 1999 by the late Mark Hughes, founder of Herbalife, who added his own touch to this magnificent mansion. This is one of the highest priced homes in all of Malibu. Showing us around this unique beach home is realtor Jerry Jolton.
This is what dreams are made of, Claire. This is a two-story Mediterranean villa on the finest stretch of beach in Malibu called Encinal Bluffs. One of the great architectural feats of building a house of this magnitude is to create an environment where it not only knocks your socks off when guests arrive, but it gives you the comforts of home in the proportions of the room.
The comforts of home. The comforts of home that most of us only dream of. The opulent interiors were designed by Joanna Poitier, the wife of actor Sidney Poitier.
The Hughes family purchased it with the furniture, and then Mark Hughes, with his creativity and desire to just embellish it more with his personality, brought in a number of just absolutely gorgeous artwork, more antiques, and made it his own.
3 floor surfaces were combined elegantly. The parquet floors are bordered with marble and the pillowed limestone. There are 2 distinct seating areas set off by exquisite antique chandeliers.
There are 8 fireplaces in this property. You also have fireplaces that are on the outside with the outside dining area.
As we move into the dining room, we find even more opulent antiques.
You can notice the high ceilings, these large French doors open up to the outside, bringing the outdoors inside, the faux painted walls, the parquet floors again with the marble and the limestone.
Just off the dining room is the kitchen suite that includes this cozy den with quite an elegant breakfast room with a fireplace and a kitchen that is fitting for an estate of this stature. The enormous center island has limestone countertops. There's the latest professional quality appliances. This is a kitchen you could live in. But in case you need more space, there's this enormous family room. This limestone fireplace is scaled just right for this room. Now, the interesting thing here is with a flick of a switch, this grand room converts into a movie theater. A painting reveals a projector. The enormous windows are darkened and a screen is revealed to turn this into an elaborate state-of-the-art media room. And the refreshments are served just around the corner. Just off the bar is a private library and office. This is a cozy retreat with a separate working space. Now, when you have a house at the beach, you better have plenty of room for guests, and Villa Hughes doesn't disappoint. This elegant guest suite offers its own sitting room with 2 bedrooms branching off of it. With this very private space, you might never see your guests. Now, the master suite is upstairs and takes up most of the 2nd floor.
Offenhauser, who was the architect of this property, created voluminous space and proportions that make you feel extremely comfortable in the large spaces. And as a matter of fact, if you look up and you notice the cove ceiling with the silver leaf inside, the detail and attention of craftsmanship, the moldings, the French doors and windows that take advantage of the beautiful vistas in Pacific Ocean. He has this beautiful terrace that you can come and go through the French doors and enjoy your morning coffee or tea outside and take advantage of this incredible view.
A bedside panel is strategically placed to shut the curtains, turn on the fireplace, and control the lighting and sound in this home. Modern technology blends beautifully here with old world charm.
What they've done to bring that comfort of old world in, such as the parquet floors, the way they're hand-hewn, the detail again, makes everybody feel like they're not only in the modern conveniences of today's world, but they're stepping back into a time of just beauty.
Villa Hughes has found that perfect balance of old-world elegance with the Malibu beach life, and this exquisite pavilion is a California dream come true.
Claire, this gazebo area is an incredible opportunity to take advantage of the vistas of the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, this is the resort hotel that I want to check into and never check out.
And you can for $31 million.
Oh, good. Will you take a check?
With pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my check and for the tour.
You're welcome.
There's more fantasy when we return. We'll take you back to Newport to see how they took unused space and created a grand entry. Pretty clever stuff, so stay with us. Welcome back to the Bridal Path Estate here in Newport, Rhode Island. Now, you don't have to live in one of these big fancy mansions in order to make the most out of every nook and cranny. For example, this newfound space located underneath the staircase actually hides a wet bar, and this door slides into this wall pocket for easy access. Now, this bar is decked out with Carrara marble countertops, glass cabinetry, a sink, and a refrigerator, turning this foyer into a grand reception area. I'm Claire Berger. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you at the next Fantasy Open House.